Today we're going to talk about what it looks like when video is working correctly and what it looks like when video is pulling its weight and performing for your business. I'm on my way to play a little golf, something I got into recently. A client got me into it and now he's become a business partner. That's a separate discussion for a separate video, but you know, I've been dabbling in it and it's all those things that everybody says it is. It's incredibly frustrating, and I guess I must be one for self-punishment because I just keep coming back, but trying to get better. I figured on my drive here, I've been thinking a lot lately about a recent project that we did for a newer client and kind of the impact that this video has had on his business. And almost immediately, once he started putting it out there, he saw it was gaining traction and he was getting more perceived value on the front end on his website and on his social media. But then little by little, he's been telling me these stories that I find that are very powerful and make me excited for the future with this client and also for the future of this video for this client. So we initially went out for coffee. He told me about his business, what he's looking to achieve with the video, what he's currently doing with his current content strategy, and where he'd like to see things go from here. So if we were to engage on a video strategy together, A, what would that look like? And B, what would the results be if we were to implement the video correctly? And really what he was looking for is higher quality leads, better lead flow acquisition, and a better system for lead intake and things like that, but also ensuring that he's being positioned as a premium brand and being positioned as an expert and a leader in his space. He's in property management. You know, I work with a lot of real estate companies and companies that are in property management, but just construction in general. So it was in my wheelhouse and I was confident we could help him. So we ended up doing a brand story together a couple months back. Really good guy, easy to work with, and everything went very well as far as the shoot is concerned. I'm just gonna go around here because there's some major construction going on and I don't feel like being in a parking lot for half the video. So, like I said, we did a really good first shoot together. He was happy, I was happy, the editors were happy because they had content that they could work with pretty seamlessly. He was good on camera, and that's important. If you're gonna represent your business, you wanna have an affable and a likable nature, and he certainly has that. But we created a nice 2-minute brand story for him, put it on his website, and he told me something interesting a couple weeks after he posted it. So like I said, he's in property management, he's a franchisee, so a lot of people buy into this franchise so they could have their own property management firm. And he was on a massive Zoom call with all the franchisees, and there was like 200 people on the Zoom call. And some of the head honchos, you know, the brass of this property management firm, they highlighted my client's video and they said, this is how it's done right. This is the right way to do video. And obviously he's smelling like roses in front of all of his colleagues and his peers because 200 people are seeing a really good brand story and how to represent your property management business. So automatically he's being perceived as a leader, right, in the space. And he's already out ahead of the bunch, even though he's only been in this business for a couple of years. He's relatively new to property management, has an extensive background, but he's never done that before. So just in putting out that video amongst his peers and amongst his company, he's in the upper 10th or 20th percentile just from the video itself. So that I thought was really awesome. Then he told me something else about 2 weeks ago that really stuck with me, and so much so that I decided to show his video at our networking group that we're both a part of. That's where I met him. We're in the same BNI chapter. So once he came in as a new member, he immediately approached me and said, hey, you know, I really want to start taking video more seriously. So it was an ongoing conversation, but what he told me was the video's been on his website. He's driving traffic there. A guy found his website, watched the video, and called him. And he said, hey, would it be all right if we just jumped on a quick Zoom call? And my client said, yeah, sure, no problem. Gets on the call. As soon as he gets on the call, he looks him over and he just goes, yep, I just wanted to make sure you were the guy in the video. I'm ready to go. I want to move forward. Another thing I want to mention is we are in the same networking group together. And I had my 8-minute presentation I get to do about twice a year. And I decided to show his brand story video as a part of my presentation to showcase some of the work that we do. And also it's relevant for the group because everybody knows myself and my client. And he told me after the fact, he texted me after the meeting that day. He said, hey, just so you know, this person came up to me and wants to get me in on a project or on a property. And another woman who's in real estate is very intrigued after watching the video, and she wants to set up a one-to-one meeting and talk to me about some opportunities. So the video worked within his own organization on that Zoom call. The video worked for how it is intended for, you know, paid traffic, arriving at his landing page, and then in person, watching the video amongst a live audience, it resonated there too. And like I mention every day, all day, screaming from the hilltops in all my videos, when done correctly, video sells for you. This is truly what I keep saying time and again, is when you implement video correctly and you're speaking to the right audiences on the right platforms with the right messaging, the video does 90% of the work. Now, it doesn't do all the work. At the end of the day, if you're selling an expensive service, it's going to get you 90% there. Somebody is still going to want to talk to somebody in the company, verify that you're real and that your service and your strategy is sound, right? But ultimately, they've watched the video. They know what your service and strategy is. They like the cut of your jib. They like the way you look. They like the way you sound. They've already had that human interaction that so much of us yearn for before we actually move forward on a business deal. And in showing up correctly and coming off correctly in video, this is the power that this stuff has. It literally does the heavy lifting for you. So when they do reach out, they just want to verify that you're the person that they saw and heard from in the video, and that you are going to be able to fulfill what you talked about in the video. And that's easy street comparatively to the uphill battle and climb of selling somebody from scratch. So I'm really excited for this client, very happy for this client. He's a great guy. He's just a genuine good person, but he's relatively new to this space. He's been in real estate for a long time, but property management is a new hurdle and a new challenge. And the video is already doing a lot of the work that he would have had to have done over years and years to build up his reputation, because he has the video at the forefront of his marketing and it's the first thing people can interact with. That's what they see. They see an expert. They build a relationship just in that 2-minute video, and they want to work with somebody that comes across that way. So this is what I really focus on. This is what I'm interested in, and this is what I want to continue doing for my clients. Whether it's a small 1, 2, 3 person shop, whether it's just you and you're trying to build up your personal brand, or if you have a large company with 30 trucks and 100 employees, irregardless, the strategy is still sound. Like, we're playing by the same set of rules regardless of the size and scope of your business. So I think at the end of the day, if you embrace something like a brand story and impact stories and video content that educates and informs and builds you up as a leader, by the time they're ready to move forward, they just want to have that one conversation and they're good to go. And this video proves that. So I'm planning on having an interview with this client over the next month or two. He's already agreed to it. And I just want to hear from him firsthand as to the impact that this video has had on his business. In the meantime, I wanted to get this out there because it's been on my mind, and I'm very happy. I'm very excited. For me, it's not just about the bottom line or the monetary value or gain of bringing on a new client. We're all trying to grow our businesses, but this is important to me, and I'm passionate about this. And when I can create content that truly has a profound effect on my client's business, I mean, that means a lot to me. It's something that moves me, like, oh, I was able to create something that actually moved the needle for you. And that's what I want to continue doing for each and every one of my clients as I move forward. So I hope that this story inspired something in you, and I hope that it potentially motivated you to move forward on a content strategy. And if you do feel like that's the missing piece of your marketing puzzle, reach out to me on Instagram. Send me a DM. The website link is in the description. Watch a few more of my YouTube videos. I go into detail on a lot of different topics: how to raise your status with video, how to be able to charge more money and be perceived as a premium service, how to lower your risk of being outbid or undersold by less experienced, less skilled competitors, and how to gain your time back by utilizing things like video in the best possible way. So do me a favor, like this video, subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, comment on other videos. That kind of thing really elevates me up in the algorithm. You know, YouTube is something that I'm looking forward to growing. I'm not doing this for clout or for fame. I'm doing this because I'm trying to attract the right buyer. And if you're watching this right now and you feel like I could help you, or I could potentially point you in the right direction, I'm putting content in place that's going to move the needle, I would love to have the opportunity to talk to you.